Before we get to see Geralt and Ciri again in The Witcher 3, a limited prequel series is based on the horizon. The Witcher Blood Origin. The soon-to-be-released spin-off is set in the pre-human era of the Elven world, and hopefully, we'll see how everything started. We wouldn't be shocked if fans had to wait a bit for the prequel, and it's possible that 2022 would be a realistic release date. But that's just speculation at this moment. Season 2 of The Witcher just finished filming in April 2021 after a shoot full of delays. The new prequel series, The Witcher Blood Origin, is expected to arrive on Netflix in December 2022. Will allow us to dig a little deeper into the universe of The Witcher as we wait for The Witcher Season 3 to arrive. After a 4-month production period, The Witcher Blood Origin's filming was initially scheduled to end in November 2021. However, after several months of silence, we discovered that The Witcher prequel starring Michelle Yeoh, Lawrence O'Forian, and Sophia Brown was getting reshoots. Although the particular reason is unknown, it is unclear that some of the material was considered to be insufficient in some way given the fact that they were required. When Blood Origin is released, we'll need to wait for press interviews with the actors and crew to learn the precise reasons and details about which scenes were reshot, and that it appears to be the case. The Witcher Blood Origin was initially expected to be released on Netflix in October, according to Redanian intelligence sources. What's on Netflix, however, has later claimed that a Christmas 2022 release is likely. We believe that a Christmas 2022 release window is more likely given the amount of VFX and other post-production processes the program will need to go through before it is released. Although an early release would be wonderful, we are content to wait while the post-production team works to polish Blood Origin to its highest potential. Now that The Witcher Blood Origin's reshoots have been finished after an additional 2 weeks of work, we can announce that production on the limited series has officially come to an end. The Witcher follows the tale of Geralt of Rivia and Ciri, his young ward, who live in a fantasy universe on the brink of disaster. It is based on the novels and short stories by Polish author Andrzej Sapkowski. Season 1 of The Witcher was an enormous hit, and Season 2 was even more successful. The Witcher Blood Origin, which tells the tale of how the Witchers came to be, is one of these spin-offs that Netflix has agreed to produce after realizing the potential of this fantasy universe. The Witcher Blood Origin teaser opens with a glimpse of the elf fighter Isle, played by Sophia Brown. Elite warrior Isle, graced with a goddess-like voice, has abandoned her clan and her role as the Queen's protector to pursue her passion as a nomadic musician. Her search for revenge and redemption is forced to resort to the Way of the Blade by a big reckoning on the continent. Isle has drawn her sword on Fjall, played by Lawrence O'Forian. He comes from an opposing elf clan and appears as if he was built to be in contrast to Isle. And the last of the main character is Cyan, who is played by Michelle Yeoh. There are rumors that Cyan will be Isle's mentor. She is described as the very last of her nomadic tribe of sword elves. No one can come close to her artistry with the blade, and no one carries as much loss within their heart. When a chance presents itself to retrieve a stolen sacred sword taken from her fallen tribe by nefarious means, she launches herself into a deadly quest that will change the outcome of the continent. There will obviously be engagement between different elf tribes, providing viewers with a deeper understanding of this race's history and heritage, as well as highlighting the true tragedy of their fall. In addition to the 3 mentioned above, we'll see Lenny Henry as Chief Druid Balor, Miranda Mack as Merwin, Nathaniel Curtis as Brian, Dylan Moran as Utherok One Nut, Jacob Collins Levi as Eridan, Lizzie Annis as Zachary, Hugh Novelli as Kalan Brother Death, Francesca Mills as Madoff, Amy Murray as Fenric, Zach Wyatt as Syndrome, and Aidan O'Callahan as Carrick. Sadly, Henry Cavill won't be part of this prequel series. You may recall that Jason Momoa was supposed to have joined the cast. The actor even shared fan art of himself dressed as Geralt of Rivia alongside Henry Cavill. However, that story has not been confirmed. The official summary of the limited series is as follows. Set in an elven world 1200 years before the world of The Witcher, Blood Origin will tell a story lost to time, the origin of the very first Witcher, and the events that lead to the pivotal conjunction of the spheres when the worlds of monsters, men, and elves merge to become one. The Witcher takes place in a world that was once divided into several independent realms, or parallel realities. each of which had a variety of sentient races. The realms were all merged into one during the conjunction of the spheres, introducing elves, monsters, and magic into the realm of humanity. The original Witcher was created to track down and eliminate the supernatural creatures from these other realms that threaten the residents of the continent, much like Geralt of Rivia was created. One shot that you might have missed in the trailer is when the three heroes are looking at vast desert, and there are flares of green light in the sky above, which might be connected to the conjunction of the spheres when multiple worlds merged, and humans and monsters were released into the universe. Isle, Sion, and Fjall are likely to find themselves on a mission to either discover an event already occurring or they caused it, since The Witcher Blood Origin is planned to tell the real narrative of The Witcher's conjunction of the spheres. It is more likely that The Witcher's prequel series would revolve on the origin narrative of the Elder Blood, and so be a little blood origin rather than the history of the Witchers themselves. In The Witcher's larger narrative, Elven sages created a gene mutation with the goal of producing a child of Elder Blood who would be able to unlock the portal between the spheres. Laura Doran, who Ciri first saw in a vision in Season 2 of The Witcher, was the last elf to possess the Elder Blood. However, she shocked the elves by marrying a human and passing the Elder Blood on to humans. According to Elven legend, Ciri is the prophesied child of Elder Blood. There's a blink and you'll miss it shot of a mysterious chunk of rock in terms of appearance. This resembles the monoliths from The Witcher, which, according to Season 2, were crucial in forging and controlling the conjunction of the spheres. The intriguing question is whether they occur naturally, or if a species on another planet used them to organize the conjunction of the spheres. We can also see the first clash between the humans and elves. The elves saw humanity's arrival as a disease, which would drive the humans to overtake the land and bring the elves to the point of extinction. We believe that the war started quite soon, with the three main characters coming face to face with some human soldiers and desperately fighting them off. The tension is already obvious. Elves are strong and skillful, but humans have the advantage of size. Even though it does take place over 1,000 years before Ciri was born, there might be recurrent characters from the main series, mainly elves, since they have extraordinary long lifespans. Eridan is portrayed by Jacob Collins-Levi, an elf from a different realm whose past has only been hinted at. His people, the Anel, had frequently abused their abilities to travel between the realms in order to kidnap slaves. It was because of these raids that the Wild Hunt tale was born. After the conjunction of the spheres, their ability to explore the spheres was limited, which caused them to emerge in their present state as phantom entities, riding across the heavens. Ciri's visions from The Witcher Season 2 reveal this Wild Hunt. On a related note, what are your expectations of the prequel? You can tell us in the comment section below. If you like more videos like these, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so you never miss any of them. And as always, thanks for watching, guys.